And hello, everyone, and welcome back to Few and Far Between. We're excited to bring you a brand new tale of adventure in the world of Exandria. My name is Ron Murphy, Dungeon Master, and around the virtual table we have.
Hey everybody, this is Bill, and I play Orgoth Skullcrusher.
This is Jaiden. I play Lapis. I wasn't late.
Hey, this is Jaime. I'm playing North.
Hi guys, this is Mira and I'm playing Voka.
Yay, we're all here! Yay!
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 Um, anybody, anything? Have anybody to say anything or talk about anything before we get started?
I had tangulu for the first time, and I think it's delicious.
What's that?
It's a fruit that is covered in a sugary syrup, and it's hardened, so it has like a nice crunch to it when you bite into it.
Ooh, that's amazing. Oh, that's so good.
There's like a
On a
small
related tangent,
Yeah.
if you have Netflix, you should watch Culinary Class Wars, which is another amazing Korean competition show along the lines of like Physical 100 and stuff like that. But it's
I love
all
that one.
chefs
Uh-huh.
and cooking like amazing stuff in ridiculous competitions, and it's just sublime.
That's amazing.
So you'll want to eat everything that's on there.
I forgot to start Twitch for me. Okay. If everyone is ready, let's begin today's episode of Few and Far Between, episode 122, Reunited, and that's all I'm going to do for copyright reasons. Okay. Last time, you made it to the city of Zadash, smack dab in the heart of the Morrow Valley. You found an inn called the Twin Sisters, run by two half-elven sisters named Star and Stella. The Twin Sisters each ran one half of the tavern and competed against each other on a regular basis, and they also told you of an open performance night happening the following evening, to which Orgoth bragged about playing his... Was it a Squeezopus? Is that what you called it?
That is correct, sir.
Squeezopus. Okay. You rented the top floor and a large common room with 4 bedrooms attached, and headed to the Invulnerable Vagrant to meet the proprietor, Pumat Soul. One of Pumat's doubles told Voka a bit about the Feywild and asked him to speak to the witch Australia Hook, a crooked stone Island in the middle of the Oosterloch, east of Trostenwald, and gave Voka a package to take to her. North struck out on their own, heading to meet someone very close, a tiefling woman named Audacity, who worked at the Architects Guild. Orgoth, Voka, and Laphus returned to the Twin Sisters. Laphus retired to the suite and allowed Ashes the Fox to make a mess of the common room and of the complimentary charcuterie tray.
It was like that when we came in.
As Orgoth and Voka were dining, North and Audacity entered the tavern, much to the delight of Orgoth and Voka, who teased North by sending over a Bloody Mary with a rotisserie chicken, a rotisserie partridge, stuffed into the top of it. Audacity insisted on meeting the rest of your party, and asked, "What trouble have you brought with you this time?" And also,
this time.
Also, what's this about a monkey?
No, nothing.
You definitely mentioned a monkey in your letter.
I did. And it was a mistake. A mistake I shall not repeat.
Orgoth?
Orgoth?
Yes.
Was there a
Orgoth?
monkey?
Yes.
Orgoth?
Yes.
Orgoth?
What? You already said there was a monkey in the letter. It's not like I'm saying something you didn't already say. I know not to say the things that you haven't said to people. You've made that very clear to me. But yes, there was a monkey. I will leave it to North to further elucidate on that if they would like.
Which I would not.
Its name, right? Its name was Bongwater.
Its name was Bongwater.
She kind of cracks up after that. Bongwater.
Yeah, look, monkeys are not pets, and they're too clever to be
You
pets. So
thought
let's
they
leave
were
it.
pets?
Like the classic pirate thing.
You
Yeah.
thought parrots were pets?
No, like a pirate.
Also,
You know, like
what is that?
R.
That crow flying around the building?
That's Chance.
Oh, you have a okay.
I managed, with the help of acquaintances.
Yeah, careful.
So why have you come to Zadash besides to see me?
And to see you first and foremost, honestly.
Good.
Then there's also the business of this guy's sister getting abducted, but that was really second on the plan.
Yes.
I thought it was first. That's the thing you've been mentioning the entire time.
Ta-da!
We have to hurry because your sister is in danger. You just
Well,
want...
that's just
What's
freaking-
this about your sister being kidnapped?
Oh, yeah, she was kind of kidnapped by a mysterious man who I also think is a dragon. It's a little unclear.
Do you have any ears to the ground in town?
Just what I normally have. News comes to the Architects Guild very slowly. You know that.
Yeah.
And she kind of looks around and makes sure nobody's listening. And she's like, "You need a plan for a layout of a building? I can get you that." There has been some. Let me pull this down. Interesting things happening in the capital.
Of course, there's always some shit going on in this
Always. Apparently, there's this new member of the Eight, a Ravana Cross, who is
yeah.
What was it? Let me find it. And also, there's something else I need to speak with you, but I don't know if I can speak with you about it right now. I mean, we could always retire to your room if you.
I'd rather retire to yours.
So, she looks at Miranda. Miranda, change your name.
Shut up. I forgot.
Forbore.
Hey.
She looks at Voka and Orgoth. So how long have you? And she's like, but before we do, how long have you known each other? Like, how long have you been an adventuring party? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
I met North in Jagao, so that's like several months now.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm newer. Hi, I'm Voka.
Oh, nice to meet you.
I already said that.
It's been at least over a month, maybe close to 2 now.
That's true. Air travel does take time.
And
It does.
air travel? Did you say? That was
Yeah,
just
we
wrong.
were in Marquette a bit ago, where the letter came from. Yeah, you've probably seen all the postage stamps.
Of course. Apparently, the Empire has been using this new halfling courier system. Apparently, they're something like 10% faster than the old service. But,
Yeah, it took a bit to get to you. So yeah, we've been up to some kind of trouble, but we're mostly looking into well, I'm gonna head to the archive, which is really close by,
yes.
and try to find some information about the whereabouts of this whatever person, dragon, whatever might have, where they might have been, where they might have taken the little one, and that's about it.
As you are sitting and kind of talking around the table, what did y'all have to eat? Well, what did y'all order, Voka?
It was the turducken.
The turducken, right? Okay. You kind of like looking, just talking, and you look down and you see that it was wrapped in what looks to be like a broadsheet, a newspaper. And you look and you see that it's a copy of the Zadash paper. And Orgoth, you look and you see just the edge of this like drawing of a person, and it looks like Wilvin.
Orgoth grabs it and
pulls it out. It's
pulls-
grease covered
Yeah.
and everything. If you all,
The turducken kind of like flies up a little bit, and Voka like reaches for it, like in panic, and like, grabs it.
if you would like to click on the spoilered document that I
Oh,
put
yay.
into.
Hello.
Everyone races for the PDF.
Hello.
Are you
Bob
ma-
O.
oh my-
Bobston.
Oh, this is.
And you look and you see, instead of it being a drawing of Wilvin, it's a drawing of who you know to be the dragon, with Wilvin's features minus the mustache and the hat and the bushy eyebrows.
And Orgoth will show this to everyone.
If one of you wants to read that out loud, I will let you.
Who's the best reading
okay.
voice?
So I don't know if mine's the best because it's Orgoth, but here we go. So
Follow with your finger.
Okay, this says Tohobek Colvin, a former hand for the royal family, has returned to Rexentrum after nearly 5 years away from the imperial capital city in order to step into the role of royal liaison to the Cerberus Assembly, a position he once held in the past. Colvin, a halfling who hails from the Pearlbow Wilderness, spent over 20 years as the hand of the king. Upon the birth of the prince, Colvin became the protector and hand of the rising king for Prince Aides. Adis, however you pronounce it. I've never heard it, so I'm kind of making that one up. Colvin disappeared under mysterious circumstances 5 years ago, but his return has been greeted with enthusiasm by assembly leaders Martinet Ludinus Deleth and newly appointed Archmage Lady Ravana Cross. The members and mages of the royal court are eager to be reunited with such a powerful figure from the past 30 years. When asked about the reappointment of Thobet Colvin, our sources at Castle Urnabrock had no comment.
And that's the end of the article.
That's not Wilvin, right? It's
not.
That's
Well,
Devil Dragon guy.
I don't seem to know your Wilvin like you do, but
I'm very curious about this international Moose Count underway. So.
Yeah. I could read you this one too. Maybe not. Oh, there's a whole sports section too. Wow, this is a pretty good paper.
There's a whole thing about a.
Can you go to astrology?
There is
there
a
cartoons?
gladiator. There's a gladiator arena in Zadash, too, that they talk about. Yeah, in the sports section, but that part is very grease covered.
I'll have to find a clean paper to find a clean version of this paper. But okay, back to the important part. Look, that's not Wilvin, though. That's the bad guy doing his fake Wilvin thing.
Yeah.
he seems to be obsessed with this guy.
And it talks about Ravana in here, so we got to make sure we save this part. Can I just kind of tear that part out?
Yeah, you can.
So it doesn't get messed up. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like the date of the paper is from a few days ago.
Okay.
Meanwhile, upstairs, Laphus, there's a knock on the door.
Would she be able to hear it from her room?
No, this
is
her
side.
Oh, for what? No, well, for what was happening downstairs, or the knock on the door. Oh, well, it's a heavy knock on the front door of the common room. Yeah.
All right. She's going to get up and go out because she's thinking maybe these motherfuckers didn't have a key or something. I don't know. Maybe they lost it somewhere along the way in their shenanigans of what sounded like yelling downstairs. So she's going to get up and open the door. And
on the other side of the door is Star, who had come up with a plate of steaming towels on it, and hot towels, and there's another thing of charcuterie, and it's is there anything else? I just wanted to make sure if the room was, and she's can't see through the because you're on the other side of the door. She doesn't see into the mess, but she's like holding up the plate, and she's like, "Do you like some hot towels for the evening? Or your sheets or your accommodations?"
Accommodations are fine. Hot towels are not needed, especially because I'm the only one here and I don't
Oh.
do the hot thing. Everybody else is downstairs.
Well, I could get you a cold towel if you wish.
Oh no, it makes no difference for
We
me.
have a magical ice maker next door.
No, that's fine. No, I'm all right. I'm quite all right.
Anything else? I'm
Not
here.
from
I'm here at your
you.
beck and call.
Not from you, no. It's all good.
Well, if you need something, just there is a dumbwaiter from the common room. Just press the bell, and you'll be able to ring the kitchens, day or night.
I will let my companions know about this. I'm sure they would enjoy, as she, like, thinks about it for a second. I don't know, a chicken of some sort in the middle of the night.
Perhaps they do seem the hungry sort. And she says, "Good evening." And she leaves and goes downstairs. And leaves the pot towels and the plate, because it's got extra food, onto the table. It's out next to the door to the suite.
She's gonna pick it up and put it inside, and she's gonna grab the hot towels and grab ashes and start cleaning them up with them.
Okay.
I was gonna say, dumb waiter, you don't have to be a dick. Hey,
Hey!
Nice.
You don't get inspiration for that. Okay.
Aw, come on! I try so hard.
Oh, downstairs. What do you do?
So, have you heard about that guy? Has there been any other news about this guy, Audacity?
Apparently, this man, I haven't really spent, because she wasn't, you know, that she didn't spend a lot of time in the capital city. So, she says, he does look familiar. He looks older, sterner. I do know that there was a halfling who was hand to the king.
Yeah, well, yes. Okay, well, thank you.
But besides that, there's other information I can tell you in private company. But
Of course. We can have our little dinner here or take out, whichever one you prefer.
as long as we get some private time. It has been 20 years since I've seen you.
We will get as much private time as you want.
Yeah, she says private time. It kind of does like a hand guns to the camera, and
Voka like side eyes Orgoth.
That sex, right?
I think that means sex, yes.
Just fucking...
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Audacity
Just
kind of like
making sure.
sighs. and
Like he
says,
says it like he tries to say it quiet just to Voka, but you know.
He's got that voice.
Orgoth does that thing where, you know how kids do like that that whisper yell.
Like stage whisper.
Yeah.
"Sex!"
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, so sex, right?
Yeah, that means sex.
All right. You know, I had some of that and it was really good. So I get it.
Yeah, it's gonna be takeout, I feel.
I only had to wait like
I'm
16 years though.
I'm so happy for you.
I think after Laphus finishes cleaning off ashes, she's gonna go downstairs.
You go downstairs and you see the three of your party members standing and sitting at a table with a strange looking chicken duck.
No. North left that, didn't they? Yeah, North left
It's
that.
left on our table.
No,
and
the
other
the
table.
Bloody
We're
Mary's on
talking
the
about
other
the-
table. This is the
this is the
turducken
turducken.
that they were eating.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is
Not
someone
North.
else eating whatever we left on the other table?
A waiter
Yes.
came over and was like, "Oh, they don't like it," and took it away. So.
Oh, feel bad.
But there's a
Probably that
strange
dumb waiter.
Frankenstein bird on the dumb waiter.
It's like dumb waiter shit,
Yeah.
Inspiration Bill.
Oh, hey, how do I get it? I already have an inspiration, so I'd like to give it to Voka, who
Okay.
initiated
Yes.
the dumbwaiter thing.
Yes.
So there we go.
I think I'm gonna do a quick intelligence check to see if I know that this is a turducken, because you can't really tell a turducken because it's meat within meat.
Exactly. It's been
Within me?
you've been eating it. Like you've been kind of like there's like a picking at it and everything. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like the turkey at this point has been like cracked open.
Somebody's taking a
Along-
chest cracker
we're-
to the
we're-
yeah.
Like
we're working on the duck.
I've spatchcocked it basically, and it's just like open so we can get to the duck inside more
Uh-huh.
easily.
So if I'm seeing like the different like meat textures within,
Mhm.
I'm probably going to cast Raise Dead on the turducken,
Oh shit.
It's been cooked.
and like when Orgoth like probably sticks a fork into it, I'm gonna have it jump up
It
and
doesn't
start running off of the table.
That has our turducken. And our chicken in it. Give it back.
it doesn't regenerate parts, but it does kind
No.
of just like waddles out.
We were
What the-
eating that.
Oh my god! Orgoth looks around and then sees Lapus.
Audacity.
Can I
Oh.
just hold on? Can I just eat the knife from the table at it?
That might be enough hit. Like, actually make an attack roll and roll your damage. Because it might be enough.
That's like a 15.
I think that hits
To
a
hit.
zombie or
Knife. That's a D4. I don't have a D4 on the table.
Do I have guidance? Give me a second. I do. Become guided.
This doesn't work on damage.
You know.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna roll guide. Okay, so it's a 19 to hit.
Okay.
So max damage, that would be 9.
Oh my god. So I don't know how many hit points the zombie has. I think it's double digits. But the knife kind of hits the turducken, and the turducken
But
like,
it doesn't have all its parts.
no.
I mean, my zombies are a little bit stronger than normal, but that's fine.
It hits it, knocks off a wing, and the wing kind of like lands and kind of like is trying to waddle out, following the rest of the turducken with the knife stuck in it. And everybody kind of like, Audacity is kind of like hand over her mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna put an arm over her shoulders and pull her clothes and fat.
What's going on?
Hi, Lapus. Hey, we're over here. I mean, you know that, obviously.
That's
turducken.
what's happening. I'm gonna point over to Lapis.
And you see a purple-skinned tiefling, horns up like this over her head, purple hair goes to her shoulders, wavy. She's about 40, 50 years old. She is a little bit unsure of what's happening, kind of like looks to you and says, hello, I'm Audacity. I'm a friend of North's.
Oh,
Yeah,
a
yes.
friend. She looks over at North. Wow, this is the first time I've ever seen you have a friend.
Well, you'll figure out that I have those.
Nice.
Well, I could have said fuck buddy, but
It's a bit more than that. It's not the same thing.
Well,
Yeah.
It was totally sex. I was right, Voka.
I knew it was sex. I thought we agreed on that.
It's not
Okay,
just
we did.
that.
it is nice to meet you, Lapis.
Pleasure to meet you, Audacity. Were you guys the ones that were screaming downstairs?
Was
Yeah,
that
just
before or after the turducken incident?
Oh no, I was here for the turducken
Oh,
incident.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm.
Caused
Yeah.
the turducken incident. As our food.
I wonder if that will
Can you
also
ask
make
a
the
refund
paper.
for that?
The turducken incident sounds like a great headline for the paper. Oh, wait, look at this paper that we found. Lapis, and then I'll pull out the article and hand it to Lapis to read. Like
She
that is should be of particular interest to all of us.
she like picks it up and she can feel like the greasiness of it. She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, what? Do you have like a fresh paper?"
No,
I mean,
I
that one's
don't.
a few
It's
days
from a
old
couple
anyways.
days ago.
The date is from a few days ago.
Ah, got it. And she's just going to read it.
And
And
at the bottom
the
has the
moment
drawing.
the moment she sees like Wilvin's features on the sky, she's just going to close her eyes, shake her head, just. So this guy is still around and he's still causing trouble, eh?
Yeah, and he's getting mixed
Apparently.
up with the Cerberus assembly and Ravana too. It looks like.
I'm
I
not
know from his
surprised.
time before, when he was the Hand of the King, he was the King. King Dwindle did make him the official liaison to the Cerberus Assembly at the time. This was decades ago.
Yeah.
Was.
I don't think he has the same values as the man he once was.
Once was.
Yeah, we've
You
traveled with him for a bit
oh. What?
while he was on his mysterious 5 years disappearance.
Why did he leave the Empire?
His own reasons.
Yeah,
I
and
could
this
tell
isn't
you
him. This
during
picture's
private
not
time.
him. That's somebody. That's a masquerading guy.
Somebody should say something.
I mean, would they believe?
Oh,
just-
does it serve their purposes?
Mm-hmm.
I feel a little lost. I'm not sure
I'll
what's going on
I'll
here.
get you up to speed. Don't worry.
Dinner and a show. I just saw that. Oh my god. Okay.
During private time.
Pillow talk.
It's post nut clarity.
Just like lying in bed. I think I've connected the dots.
Well, and
So are we all going to continue?
I think we'll both take something to go.
the waiter, who's very attentive, not in a kind of like eavesdropping kind of way, but more in a this person like looks like they're looking. You reach for the menu and suddenly the waiter shows up. That sort of thing. Yeah. Comes over and says, "Can I make a can I make a to-go order for you? The kitchen can wrap something up for you."
Yes, please. Just beep, beep, beep.
Yep. He goes away, and he kind of looks back at Lapis because Lapis made no effort to hide what happened, and it's like looking at Lapis, a little bit scared of Lapis, bringing like a chicken back to life, a turkey back to
As
life.
he should be.
Yeah.
Is the turducken? I'm guessing the turducken because with me bringing any creature back to life, it gains an additional 14 HP. So it's
Yeah.
still alive.
It's still alive. It's
around.
outside, just kind of waddling around. Every once you hear like a scream. The turkey leg that was still attached, that got knocked off with the attack, is kind of like rolling up against the door, trying to get out.
I'm going to open up the door slightly so it does, and I'm gonna figure that eventually I'm gonna start hearing dogs barking.
Yeah. There's like, because actually the dogs that are in the back that are usually outside of the kitchen door waiting for the scraps come around front and start chasing it.
So people just see like this little like fat turducken like
Yeah.
kind of waddling away.
And I'm pretty sure the dogs are faster than the turducken, so they
Yeah,
start.
it doesn't make it too far.
It doesn't make it too far. So,
Voka like sighs and picks up the menu. Truly, in the future, could you refrain from raising my food from the dead.
I just thought it would be funny. I thought you were all about the whimsy.
My point still stands. It's different when it's my sustenance.
So where are all of you from? Like, this is Audacity still trying to be polite, and
Oh well, I'm from Jigao. Do you know where Jigao is?
I am familiar. Yes,
It's So that's where I'm from, and that's where I met Lapus and North.
Yes.
And the real Wilvin. And then we were in Onkarel, and that's where we met Voka.
That's where I'm from.
Oh, Onkarel's a very far away. I knew that you did. You say in the letter that, let me look, that you were in Onkarel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, the postage would have.
The postage would have said Onkarel. Yeah. Now, Onkarel's a very, very far away. It's amazed that you got there from Jigao.
It's
Hey,
very
wait.
easy.
We technically went to Bazozan before.
Oh yeah.
We
We were there first.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then we teleported.
Yeah, it was very weird.
She says, everybody's kind of like quiet, and she's just kind of like, the table falls quiet, and she's like, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
It's wonderful to meet you. I hope that I run into you again tomorrow, perhaps, or another time.
Don't say that.
Oh, she's
Well,
already
I'm going
willed it
to
into
be. I don't know how
existence.
much time you have to spend with your friends, but I'm not going to let you out of my sight for a while. So.
Orgoth will stand up and shake Audacity's hand and be very present and say,
Yes.
"It was very nice to meet you."
Thank you, Orgoth.
Just a very stiff handshake. Lapis just gives her like a little bit of like a nod with her head before she picks up ashes, and she starts to head out the door and looks back and tells Orgoth and Voka, like, I'm gonna head over and have a walk around the perimeters of the city, just to air out a little bit.
I'm
Okay.
gonna look for my chicken.
Hands are still in
and-
his head. He's looking for.
And thank you for telling us. That actually means a lot to know that you told us where you're going.
Also, the room, it was the way it was when I first went in there. Just letting you know. As she says
Out.
that, she like out the door.
Boom.
Okay.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I guess we'll find out.
North, Audacity takes your hand and leads you out the door and waves to everyone. And Star, like, see you next time, Audacity. And
Yep, she's a regular. She had to be.
yeah.
We picked the wrong place. And my pen fell off.
So, what would you like to do? Lapis is going out. Are you going outside the city, or are you going just around the walls, close to the walls?
I'm basically heading towards like this old stables.
Okay, got it. To the south. Okay. North. Let's say north, and you're going to Audacity's. We could just pick a building.
Yeah.
Where her apartment is. It can be anywhere. It's close to, probably within
Yeah.
a quarter mile, half mile from the.
Yeah,
Arcade
and
Guild.
like when we're in just like having then just like not jumping into business right away, of
Right.
course. Just
Taking some
our
time. Yes.
Catching her up to speed a little bit, but not in a like super
Mhm.
serious way. Just like, well, we've been up to this and that, and it's like, ooh, there was this little fun thing over there, and
Right. Casual
You know.
conversation.
Yeah.
Voka and Orgoth, what do you do?
I mean, I
We'll
was
order
looking.
more food, right?
I was looking at the pasta anyway. Fine.
Yeah.
Something that cannot be raised from the
uh,
dead, presumably.
Do you want tomato based or do you want cream?
Fettuccine Alfredo.
You've got it.
Chicken.
Do you have? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, just chicken, no bones. If it has no bones, presumably it cannot be raised from the dead. I'm still stuck on that.
It can be raised from the dead even without bones.
Doubtful.
We got,
Do you have so you have pasta? You have the noodles? Do you have the
we
like
do.
spaghetti noodle?
We do.
And do
Do
you
you have
have
the nudes?
do you have the nudes?
We can
And do
send
you
nudes.
have
Yes,
and then do you have pork chops?
we do. Yes.
I would like spaghetti and pork chops, please.
And after about 20 minutes, your food comes out, and it's quite good. And it does not come to life and run away from
You know what? I'll take it.
you. Okay.
So,
Yes.
you said you had some important news or something?
Not really important news. They are rebuilding, or building a new one, actually, a new prison in Rexentrum.
So it's being built right now.
It's very close to being done within probably 30 days' time. And I think they're going
So
to
they
be,
haven't moved people yet?
they have not moved people yet. I think they're going to be decommissioning the old one, which means, you know what it means.
It means that a prisoner is going to be moved at some point,
Yes.
and that it's probably going to be the best time to go. 30 days.
According to the plans that were filed in our office, yes. They sent us a copy of the plans. Well, actually, I requested it personally, because we wanted to,
For the archives, of
for
course.
the archives, and also, we might need to build another prison. There has been an uptick in criminal activity.
Yes, and they might need to, add some wings and something, and you want to be aware of the base and how it's already built, so or to add on stuff and all that. So that's good call, excellent call.
Yes.
Very good foresight, very insightful. We love to hear it. I guess it's
I am not a dummy.
no.
She winks at you.
I guess it's going to be even worse than the first one. As in getting in
Probably.
and getting out.
I think there's a lot of digging happening, a lot of underground.
Okay. All right then. There's that.
I had thought about trying to talk to one of my friends in Rexentrum about. I didn't know how to get this information to you quickly.
Well, here I am.
I do now. So, she says, perhaps I could have one of my friends in the Architect Guild in Rexentrum put a little bit of a kibosh on the building code. Perhaps they've got something is not quite right and has to be fixed, and that may give us a few more days or weeks.
That would be that. Don't put yourself at risk for this.
I haven't. I haven't talked to anybody yet except for you.
There's some channels we could go through just to ask. Stuff could go missing. Like materials always get left behind because it would be way too much work to just
That may be
carry them
more
around.
somebody that you know more than I know.
Yeah. But putting these things together would help a little bit. We'd also have to put an ear through the ground regarding when the prisoners are going to be moved and what kind of security there might be.
It's a few weeks off, so I don't know if any plans for security have been made yet.
They're probably starting to make them as we speak. Have you heard of Cass?
Have I heard from Cass?
Yeah, where he is, what's going on,
All I know is that he's laying low.
Yeah.
I was hoping
You
to
know,
hear from you. I was definitely wasn't expecting a contact from him.
Yeah, well, 3 heads would be better than 2, but
So, what are your plans for the? What is the infamous North Star
no.
Maedrick of what's the adventuring company you're called that you're a member of?
Oh, the Favoured Few.
I knew it. I knew you would have a name.
Fuck off.
It's a great
off.
name.
Is it though?
It is. It's cute.
I mean, yeah. Well, I have no clue what we're gonna do, especially in such a short time frame where we might actually go to the Feywild.
These horns don't give me insight in that place. I was born here.
Yeah. So, the schedule's a bit fucked now. Okay. Well, let's not worry about that just yet. I'll try to put some feelers out, try to get in contact with some acquaintances.
I feel a little bit of sabotage.
That would be great, actually, yes.
I think that the chaos your friends can cause, I bet they could do a lot of sabotage.
Yeah, and I would have a few easy-ish ways to get in and out. It sounds stupid how easy it's become to lie. It's almost second nature now.
She kind
Was
of...
it like that before I left?
She leans over and puts her arm around you. Just kind of patting, like a... You start... I see those eyes. Vaughn.
Yeah.
And she puts a hand on you underneath your chin. Come on.
Yeah.
We're good at making plans.
We are. We'll figure it out.
The original plan is still good.
Yeah. But first, I'm gonna need a tour of this apartment, and I need to know where the bedroom is.
Well, here's the living room. Here's the kitchen. Here's the bathroom. And then here's the bedroom. And she takes you in and shuts the door. Fade to black.
Let's go!
Laphus.
20 years. There's a lot to make up for.
Laphus, you head to the formerly occupied stables south of the, in the southern end of Zadash. This for sale sign still, like up on, like hammered up. It looks like there's been, like, you know how sometimes there's like a price, like so many thousand gold pieces, so many crowns, whatever. It's been marked down about 4 times. Nobody wants this place.
Or what's the price at right now?
It is, what's a good...
Where did it start? And where is it now?
I don't know. D&D economy. Okay. How much is a building? How much is like a stables would cost? D&D cost of a...
Here, I just put a link in our chat here.
Uh-huh.
For a different reason entirely. It's hilarious. I was just looking at this. And it's basically a whole thing on like the cost of different things, like housing and stuff to buy. So you can kind of use those as, if you go down about like halfway down by the...
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like hovel, cottage, small house, small farm, large farm.
It started...
Manors.
Yeah, I'm going to say it started as at 1,500 because it's a prime location. It's like right on the main street coming from the south gate. 1,500. It's been marked down to like 1,400, 1,200, 1,000, like 1,900 is the cost it's at right now.
Ooh.
Negotiated for 750.
she's going to kind of give a little smirk about that, and she's just going to walk around, see if there's like, because people are saying it's haunted.
Mm-hmm.
She's just going to walk around and see if she can, if it really is haunted. She
Mm-hmm.
doubts it is.
Yeah, make a Arcana check.
That's a 29.
Um, Definitely no ghostly goblins lurking around, but the building is very kind of creaky. Like it's just like you can just hear kind of like the wind going through the attic where they kept hay. They kept the windows open, and you can just feel the whole thing kind of.
She's she's gonna have, like, look for her own form of whimsy
Mhm.
and storytelling, and like she's gonna go to the nearest like person who works around there, and it's just like,
Yeah.
so I hear that this place is haunted.
It's a actually it's this is a newsboy. He's actually going around putting like the evening edition
Oh,
news.
see, he's a little newsy boy.
Yeah, and he's got a little cap, and he's like,
Oh, hell yeah.
yes. What did you ask him?
Sorry, now I'm just thinking of baby Christian Bale as a little newsy guy. Um, oh, I was just like, I heard and down the grapevine that this place is haunted, but it looks fine to me. Is there stories at all?
Well, apparently, the the former owners were cruel to the pets and to the animals who lived here, and they weren't very nice to them, and they got arrested. Somebody told on them. So there have been people saying that the ghosts of the animals that once lived here in these stables, will come out at night and they'll attack anyone who is mean to animals.
There he is. There's the newsy boy.
Thing about the local town. I'm going to tell you because I'm a newsie. I'm on the street selling news.
um, he says, "There's not much more than that. I haven't seen any ghosts myself, but I think there's just the place is real creepy once they took all the animals that were left behind."
So when he says, I haven't seen anything myself, it's still nighttime.
Yeah.
She's going to have Sika come up behind the kid and just goes, "Then what's that behind you?"
You're trying to fool me, aren't you?
And
And
she's going to make Sika like brush up against his cheek.
and you just see him with the chill and like his, like the slow motion, like the hair kind of goes up on his arm, slow motion, ripples up, and he's like, uh, 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 "It is haunted! It is haunted!" Ah! And he screams and runs away.
She gives Sika a high five.
Right through the hand. Okay.
So there's apparently evil creatures that hurt people who haven't been good to animal owners, who have been very, very mean. So I think we should just stick around. If there's something here, I would like to see if we can have another companion into our group. Isn't that right, Ashes?
Yep.
And she's just going to like head into like the stable area
Okay.
and just
Yeah, the door is actually like unlocked. I mean, you just kind of like push the slide, these sliding barn door type things. Push them to the side. You go in. Um, Once you get to the back, you're still kind of like sensing like that undead necrotic energy. You do feel like in the back that there was probably several animals that were buried in the back behind them. Like there was a big yard where they like let the horses run around, and
Mm-hmm.
It's a fence, and you see some of the fence is kind of like fallen down, and it's not completely contained anymore. So
Yeah, that was fun. She's going to head over to where she can feel like the bones and everything within the earth, and she's just going to see if she can get like the spirit of a horse or two,
okay.
and just kind of get them up and kind of let them roam out freely, so they could at least be free, set free
Make
in
another Arcana
death.
check. Yeah.
Yeah. She loves animals. Plus 15, that is 26.
You get a horse, a pony, unfortunately, and a llama.
Unfortunately.
Well, like like a young horse who died too young.
A foal.
Yeah, foal. Yeah, and a llama.
Hell yeah. She's going to lift up their spirits, and she's going to give them all like pets, and have Sika also give them pets, and kind of let them out freely into like the back.
Yeah.
Like far from where their bodies were, and let them be free, basically.
Okay. The what was I gonna say? In the back area, there's not a lot of traffic going by, especially this late at night, so nobody really sees them. You do see the stars coming out, like the clouds kind of part, and you hear distant thunder once again. Almost sounding insistent. It kind of rolls like doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It gets loud for a second, then kind of fades.
She can't tell it to him, but she looks over at Sika and puts like a little a hand on his, I guess, head, because he doesn't really have shoulders. He's a little blue ghost.
Blue ghost, yeah.
And she goes, "Do you mind sending over a message to somebody? It might take you a while to get there, but
Sika like draws letters like, of course, my queen."
And she's just going to tell him, just let him know that I will be coming eventually. I just need more time to prepare.
And
I won't forget our promise.
And suddenly Sika flies up and to the west and away.
She kind of just stares at him as he like floats off into the point where she can no longer like see him and can no longer sense him. And she just stares at that general direction for a very long time. And she doesn't feel it until it gets to the point where her claws are actually digging inside of her skin, and she could actually feel it touching the bone with how nervous she has been. And she finally gives like a long audible sigh and picks up Ashes again, wraps him around her, and starts to just silently head back to the inn.
Okay. Voka and Orgoth, we know what North is doing. How do you finish the evening, Voka and Orgoth?
What do we even do?
Well, we eat and drink, and then I've gotta go up and get some money out of my hole so I can go tomorrow to get the stuff paid for at the Pumot Soul place.
That is true.
So I thought maybe I might, because I gotta open it up anyway, maybe I'd practice a little bit before bed. and
We
then
could-
get an actual good night's sleep.
As we could do some practicing. We could actually put together an act.
Oh yeah, I like that. You-
I mean, I have many talents. We just need to figure out how to put them together.
Okay, yeah, let's go work on that. That sounds good.
So we'll go up to the room.
Mhm.
I'll put out the portable hole.
Okay.
I'll get the money that I need to get and
Uh-huh.
have it so it's
On your person
I
instead
can
of like
take it. Yeah, on my person as opposed to in
Yeah.
there.
As you go up and you enter
the
the room,
yeah.
the couch has been torn to shreds. There is food kind of everywhere on the floor. You see little paw prints in the food. Smooshed.
I do have a feeling it was not like this when we first got in here. But you know what?
Yeah. I don't know where we.
How big is this? Is the couch that's all
It's
shredded?
basically it's a little like love seat size, because this common room isn't the biggest, but it's like enough where there's like a little like an area for a bathroom chamber pot kind of area. There's a
Okay.
table, there's a little couch, there's a table, like enough chairs that 4 people can stand around, and then the love seat, and then there's 4 doors
Right.
going off to bedrooms.
And the love seat is trashed.
It's trashed. It looks like it used to be a pull-out couch, like a pull-out
Okay.
love, like a
And are the
what's it called,
chairs
bed.
trashed too?
I don't
Remember
know.
that
Are they?
correctly?
I think they're not trash. No,
Just the couch, right? Just the couch.
Just the couch,
and
and
then
like
food everywhere.
food
Oh,
everywhere.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I guess we just.
It's like Orgoth's gonna take a minute to just like push everything over in a corner that's all messed up. Want to put the food on it and like
I guess that's the cleaning. We'll pay for that.
There's
I
a
guess.
pile of messed up towels. Cold. They used to be cold and wet, and they've got like smudged like food like stains on them, like grease stains, and
We'll
yeah,
just
that all
put-
just
Put
goes.
that in a
yeah.
corner.
yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll open the hole and I'll go in, get the money, get my bagpipes.
And when you
Is
come
it-
out, it's the form of the ringmaster, and he, in a deeper voice than I can do, says, "All right, so shall we begin?"
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Cool. That's a cool. Has he seen the Ringmaster before?
Yes,
been the
once before.
ringmaster?
Yeah,
Once
okay.
before.
Voka's gone through all the
Okay.
forms, because the first time we
Okay.
went into the circus tent, he did the whole.
Ah,
he
right.
did the
Oh,
whole-
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I know a few different tunes. And I know this one that's kind of like a drow lullaby, sort of, and I know like a marching war song. And I
He's
know
taking notes.
and I learned the one that that Pollux wrote for me, which is better without the words, and a couple other things. Like I think there's like one drinking song that I know.
All right. we can
I
work
tried
on
to
this.
learn some songs because I wanted to start a band in Jagal, but I could never really make it happen.
Well, I would offer the services of my tent. However, and he pulls out the handkerchief, is still full of at least 1,000 gallons of water.
Oh yeah, let's not use that then.
I've been saving it for a time in which we would need 1,000 gallons of water.
Precisely 1,000 gallons.
At
of
least.
Salt
water.
water.
At least 1,000 of salt water.
Oh yeah, that'll be that'll be really good.
I
whenever you need-
figured
like if there's a big fire,
Yeah.
right, or a mermaid or something.
Well, water
Or we
from
need
water
yeah.
from the elemental plane of water. This is like this is where
Yeah.
that came from. So
yeah.
yeah.
I've been saving it for when we're in a pinch, but I do miss my tent. My ring.
Yeah. I imagine 'cause it's a really nice tent. I liked it when we stayed in there.
Oh yes, I paid
yeah.
a lot of money for it.
So should we? So what? So I can play like a bunch of different stuff. Do you fast thing and a slow thing and like a marching thing? What is there like an idea you have for a thing you want to do?
I mean, and you see him like shift his face and it's the form of the entertainer. I can swallow swords, I can breathe fire, I can do the infinite what is it? The what is it?
The silks, like the scarf
The
thing. I've seen you do
the
that.
silks, yes,
Yeah.
yes, that I can again I can juggle a variety of materials and what else?
Like what if can you like juggle and then like juggle like I don't know, like 3 different things and have one of them be a sword, and then for the big finale, like take the sword you were juggling and swallow it? That would be
I
pretty.
can do that, and I can do
that
all
could be
that while
pretty cool.
balancing on a tippy toe on a ball.
Whoa, that
Yeah,
would be
see?
amazing.
And if I get hurt and die, then I get hurt and die. It's all show business.
No, you won't. If you get hurt, I promise I will make sure you don't die.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, I'll be right there. So,
That's true. It'd be kind of weird if you just stood there.
Right. Wow. Yeah, that wouldn't be very good. I wouldn't be a very good friend if I was like, oh, that sucks. Voka died. Oh, well. Guess I'll have to try to start a different band or something.
A different band with another guy who changes forms. I don't know why
Yeah,
that's the precedent, but
I don't know. No, I was gonna have a band called Jigow Wow Wow in my hometown, but then I couldn't find anybody to be in it. And then maybe the Rowdy Roddy Pipers. I had a lot of different ideas for
we can
for
work.
bands.
We can workshop the name.
Yeah, Def Leppard or Def Shepherd, maybe, because a lot of times you're out there.
I do like Def Shepherd.
Red Hot Chili Pipers. That was another one I thought was good because like they're really like spicy food. And the Drone Temple Pilots was I had a lot of crazy ideas for names for bands, but
We'll write them all down.
Maybe we could. What if we wrote a really fun song? We could workshop a song tonight, and then tomorrow I could play it, and we could call it the Voka Polka.
Wait, I do like that. I do have one instrument. Where is it? It's in my inventory. I would lean around my webcam.
We could start playing it, and then I could keep going, and you could do the act, and then I don't see how we could lose, because that's just crazy. People should pay big money for that show.
I have pan pipes.
Oh, nothing. See, 2 pipes. That's great.
2 pipes are better than 1.
That's right.
That's proven.
That's right. If we had another person, it could be like 3 dog pipes, but we're cool with 2. It'll be fine.
You
You've
think
been
we
planning
could
this out.
convince North to play the pipes?
Yeah. So we go on.
Yeah.
In fact, maybe we get to actually playing at some point, but we'll practice enough to
Yeah, by the
hopefully not
time it
embarrass
takes a
ourselves.
while, but Lapus makes it back north and comes in. You get to the door and open it, and you just see Orgoth holding the bagpipes and Voka holding the panpipes, and as you come in.
Please tell us you have more pipes.
Just gonna cast silence in this area.
You were working on something here.
Oh yeah, no, this is for everybody else to not hear it. You guys are very loud.
We call it free entertainment.
Yeah, but it also, I mean, if you guys are going to, I don't know, go against other people, I'm sure that you wouldn't like them stealing your bit.
Ah, yes, you sure are. You, Lapis, the queen of courtesy.
Of course.
Do you want to be in the act? We could be the Grateful Undead if you want to be in the act.
That's true. It's a good one.
No, thank you. As entertaining as that sounds, and oh boy, does that sound entertaining.
It really does. Come on.
Drones and bones. Like these they write themselves, really. I mean,
he keeps on making bangers. I don't know how he does it.
Oh my god.
It is a wonder, she says as she makes her way into the room that she was in. And she does cast silence in that area, so at least nobody could hear them.
Doesn't silence just make a total bubble of
It just makes a
silence that
bubble
no
of
one
silence.
can
You can't hear
hear?
yourselves. Yeah.
Yeah. We need to hear ourselves.
She does leave it up there for a good 2-3 minutes before she like gets rid of it.
Plonk! It kind of pops out of that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we're like playing our instruments as loud as possible
Red
during it.
Orgoth red face and like
I'm imagining the people downstairs are like, "Oh, finally, I can finally go to sleep," and then that happens.
oh, that's a good one,
guys-
North.
You guys hear a shout from underneath.
oh, Transwindalian Orchestra. That's a great one.
Thank you.
I need to come up with. I'll come up with some by the next session.
So we know what North is doing. The three of you practice.
We know who North is doing. We're like,
ba-dum-dum-ching. And the next day arrives. The morning is yours. What would you like to do? What's the plan? You know that the open mic night, performance night
stage
is tonight. Open stage night is tonight.
Right. I have only two things I need to do. One is to go. I'm gonna have to RP him. One is to go back and pay for all the stuff.
Okay.
At Pumot to the Pumot Souls.
Who goes with you?
And I don't know. Does anybody need to go back to the magic shop?
Not necessarily. However, because of my lack of tent, I do need to go and see if this place has any sort of circus supplies, a ball, some flaming knives, some bendy swords.
Okay, I mean, I'll go with you. We could do a little shopping.
That's true. We can go shopping.
Your circus stuff. I just have to go and drop off that. I do want to stay there if they can do it like in a relatively short amount of time. I'd like to stay there while they cast a spell on the spear. I would feel really good about just leaving it.
Were you able to get North's part of the group chat?
Oh shit. Yeah, wait, I get everybody's group chat. I tell me like, hey, I need to get everyone's group chat necklace so we can add Voka to it. I can please drop it off this morning at the Twin Maidens.
North, like you're passed out, and then suddenly there's like a bing, like the alarm goes off. And you get the message.
It was sure. What time is it?
What time is it, Orgoth? Like breakfast time?
It's really like it's in the message. Like what time is it?
Like 6:30 in the morning because he gets up early.
Yeah, you get it at 6:30. So.
Fuck off.
What? What you said?
No. Go back to sleep.
If you insist. And she rolls over on top of you.
All the air exits from your lungs.
You just kind of get noises back, Orgoth. I think.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's going to wait until he gets all the stuff.
Okay.
So hopefully eventually, I mean, he'll keep an eye out for Laphus.
Yeah.
Exit her room, assuming she's still there.
Yeah, she would have been awake, so hearing that, she would just come out and just put the necklace or the group chat on the table where the charcuterie board used to be at.
All right. So I just need Norths. So assuming eventually I get Norths.
Eventually.
About an hour later, there's a knock on the door before North gets there. And it's a waitress from downstairs. Would you like any breakfast?
I'll open the door. I mean, I don't know. We could just come downstairs if you want. We do need somebody to come and clean up this couch. Apparently, it was like this when the people that were with got here.
What happened to the couch? And she kind of looks over your shoulder.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Allegedly, it was like this already.
All those noises coming from the 4th floor last night. You must have had some sort of beast up here.
No, that was us practicing for the contest.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what time you heard it.
That sounded like a roar to me. Anyway, I'll send somebody up. It may get put onto your charges for the room.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, sure. I understand. Of course. Yeah, sure.
And
Okay.
so I'll see you downstairs.
Oh, okay.
North, what time do you show up at the
I mean, I'm pretty sure Audacity has to work, so not super late.
Yeah, she actually gets up. You're still in bed and freshens up and
I'll log behind you. No need to leave a key.
okay. She's like, get out and
Get out through the window.
and she takes off.
Yeah,
to
no,
work.
I'll bring
Yeah.
my keys and all that.
Okay. She's like, you don't need a key, and she's
I don't. No, not the keys. I'm gonna bring the group chat to
group chat.
Orgoth.
Got it. So you show up at the Twin Maidens.
Yeah, I don't remember if I have a key for the room. I'm just gonna click, click, click.
Well, we might be downstairs.
Yeah.
We might be downstairs eating by that time, depending
what
on
time
how
do you-
long it
what
takes,
time
right?
do you
So
head on
we're
over?
Probably.
I mean, if she's at work, let's say at 8, like
Yeah.
the time she leaves, yada yada, I'll probably be there by like 8:15.
Yeah, I think yeah, you're downstairs by the time she
You know,
gets
finishing
there.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Voka is eating this legendary thing called French toast.
What the fuck is French?
Oh, you know.
I don't actually.
It's like a weird made up place and language that sounds
Uh-huh.
like Elven, but not really.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Pretty sure. North is getting there, just
Folven.
like all tired, just draping over Orgoth.
This is
And
the same.
Orgoth will give you a pat on the shoulder, like, are you okay? You look pretty
Yes.
tired.
I am.
Is it good? It's a good tired though, right?
It's a
Like
good
the good
tired.
tired.
It's a
Yeah.
good tired.
You had plenty of exercise last night, I presume.
Do we really have to leave? I don't want to leave.
Well, I mean, I don't think we're leaving like this second,
Yeah, no,
are
I
we?
mean,
Didn't you
I-
have stuff
am
we
I
had to
allowed
do here
to-
at
am I
that
allowed to have
Cobalt
my little-
Soul and?
Yeah, am I allowed to have my little bit of whimsy? Is it my turn to have my little bit of whimsy?
Only as long as next time we see a fun quest, I get a say. I get a say of maybe.
You might have to run this one by Lapuhs, but I'm fine with that.
What Lapis doesn't know won't hurt her.
Place the group chat stone down.
You've got all the group chat stones.
I'm gonna
Okay.
steal one of these non-elven so-called French toasts.
It's the same vibes when we were playing Strixhaven. You're like, yeah, Etienne is French, and I'm like, what's French?
Yeah.
He's French equivalent.
It's like someone says Jesus Christ and everyone goes,
I mean,
it's
he's
fantasy
Who?
French.
His fantasy French. He's from a place called New Avignon. So it's
excuse me, it's
Fantasy.
Avignon.
I can't
Avignon.
you know I can't say that.
Avignon.
Avignon.
Fantasy French toast.
Arkansas, what the fuck?
Arkansas.
No, Arkansas.
Arkansas.
No, it's not.
Arkansas.
Anyway, you've got all the stones. Who goes where?
Yeah, I'll go with
Shopping.
Voka. We'll do shoppies.
Fantasy
I'd like to
shopping.
stay, depending on how long it takes, while they put the returning enchantment on
Yeah.
the spear.
Yes.
We'll get all the other stuff done.
Mhm.
If we have to come back tomorrow to get some of it, that's fine. And then we'll go shopping for Voka's thing. The only other thing I'm looking for is, because we saw one go past us, and I've heard about them, I would
Yeah.
like to find a local faster halflings.
They're like kind of everywhere.
Office.
It's like, you know how Kinko's popped up when Kinko's was a thing? Kinko's was
Oh,
like
yeah.
everywhere. Yeah. Suddenly.
I worked at Kinko's a long time ago.
Yeah, you see one about, close to the area. Lapis, are you going with, or are you doing your own thing?
You want to go,
Uh,
Lapus? With shoppies.
Yeah, I don't need to shoppies though. I can be there for moral support, but I don't need to buy anything.
Okay. I mean, if you want to come, I'm sure it'll be super fun. We're gonna buy circus stuff for Voka. I don't know what
We
North's gonna do.
need-
North is like super
need-
exhausted.
Need balls and things.
I mean, North was probably balls deep into things last night, so we don't know.
I mean, I need to buy the ball. Yeah, I understand your sex euphemism, but I do need a ball.
Well, you go get your balls.
I theoretically yes, but also no.
I think I'll hit the Kobold Soul if anyone's looking for me. I'll be.
So you're heading up to the Kobold Soul. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna let them know where I'm going.
Okay. On the map, it is actually right next door to.
Yes!
It's like just southwest. It's that
Yeah.
big 14. It's right next to if you're on roll 20. The
Big 14.
So the three of you take off toward the invulnerable vagrant that direction. I'd like you all to roll a perception check.
All three of them?
Yeah, all three of them.
Okay.
North, you are not involved. You are not
Yes,
there.
excellent.
Yeah.
13
13.
plus 10 plus 10.
I have a 24.
Okay, Lapis.
Wait, what was it again?
A perception check.
Oh yeah, no. That's an 8.
Good.
Yeah.
So Orgoth, you're heading through this like kind of like back area. Like it's not really an alleyway, but it's more kind of like a smaller street to get through the Penta Market on the other side of the Penta Market. You are, if you all go to roll 20.
I'm loading in.
Yeah, give me a second. Oh my god, where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Okay.
Doop, 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 doop.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I need to put your tokens out, or they're in the wrong place. Give me a second. Yeah, I think they're. Yeah, I didn't put them. For some reason they're on the map layer. Change layer to tokens. Okay.
Oh.
There you are. Taking away north.
Bye!
Yeah.
goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't zoom out for some reason.
And you're coming across, and suddenly, from all directions, give me a second. I need a little button I can go quickly to layers and stuff.
Little button.
Little buttons. Oh, now I have to go back to token layer. Okay, so coming from almost like surrounding you, you see these human men, and they are two to the north. And they are wearing chainmail with cloaks over them, dark cloaks, long swords, a longbow on their back. And one of the ones to the north says, "Yay! You at the armor. You should give it to us right now."
Just gonna look
Yeah,
back at Orgoth.
that's not gonna happen, friend. Or I mean, friend I use colloquially because I'm pretty sure we're not gonna be friends.
Voka like raises his hand and he says, "My good fine men, I assure you, you do not want the smoke that we are about to bring."
And you see him reach up and scratch his neck, and you see on the back of his arm a spider. It's kind of, like those tattoos that are kind of the spider stretched out, like it's kind of like a lengthened like that. And you see the spider is drawn in such a way that it's biting into his skin. You see this kind of green, like pattern that seems to be kind of almost like glowing underneath the skin. And he says, "Have it your way. We will take it off of your dead body." Roll initiative.
When you said an elongated spider, I was just thinking of a spider tobogganing towards
Oh.
somebody.
Just
like-
Wow, these books are
North
really
gets a
impressive.
0. Okay. Lapis?
Oh, that is such a waste of a natural 20. That's 22.
Okay.
I got a 2 for a total of 4.
Okay. Opposites.
I have a 16 altogether.
4. Orgoth gets 16. Okay.
Do you want to switch over on Twitch to the?
Yes, I do.
battle
Thank
map,
you so
or-
much for reminding me.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh god, it's a whole new combat sheet for me.
Yep. Okay. The da. 1 second. On more than actually no. Lapis, what's your dexterity?
2.
2. Okay. Orgoth, I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alrighty.
Yes.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was much better. That's a 19.
19 does
altogether.
save. You look, 3 of you look, and you see these bands of iron that start to kind of stretch up all around his head, and then suddenly it kind of, as he makes the save, shatter and break, and as the crown of madness does not take effect.
All
And-
right, let's go.
Okay, Lapis, and you're not sure where that came from either. Lapis, your turn.
So I just see a crown of madness basically start forming, and then it doesn't.
It does
But
not.
I don't.
Yes.
But all of these guys around me are wearing metal armor.
Correct. None of them cast the spell.
Yeah, she figures because it's almost entirely impossible to do that while wearing heavy armor.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to quickly take a look around to see if she could find where that came from.
Okay, make a perception check at disadvantage.
Perception.
At disadvantage.
That is
yes.
a 16.
Okay, you think it came from one of the roofs. Like you can kind of feel the energy came from a higher up, but you're not sure what direction.
Would I know that if Orgoth would feel a crown of madness form?
Would you know if Orgoth? Yeah, Orgoth was aware of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
but
was-
would I know that Orgoth would? Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
because he was the one to kind of like, you see like a stern look on his face as he kind of like mentally wills it away. So,
Okay,
yeah.
when she sees that, she's just going to say, I think somebody's on the rooftops casting spells. And as she says that, she's going to turn around to look at the two guys that are like side by side from each other. Quickly, like turn towards them, put her hand out, and she's going to do chain lightning on those two.
Okay. Dexterity
It's a-
saves from them.
Yeah.
Okay. That is, let's see, 7 is a fail, 13 for the highest for the other one. So I think they both fail.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm just gonna grab this, and I'm just going to roll 10d8.
Okay.
And I don't know if like it hurts even if they would just get conducted a little bit more because they're wearing metal armor.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. 8, 10, 17, 20, 26. 27. I was like, is that a 1 or a 7? 7. 33, 39. That's 46.
They had 39 hit points. The lightning just kind of like zoom goes into their bodies. It kind of like reflects into some metal drain pipes, and suddenly just like shaking, get raised up into the air a bit, and then collapse in a clump. They are both dead.
she's going to then look over at the other guys who have like kind of surrounded them and just goes, "Oh, I actually thought you guys were going to be a little bit of a challenge." Huh.
Okay, Orgoth, it's your turn. Unless anything else, Lapis,
She's going to actually
gonna move.
yeah, she's going to Misty step up onto one of the roofs.
Pick one.
I am going to pick uh this one up here. I'm just gonna move myself. Whoop.
There you go. Okay. Orgoth, it is your. Uh-oh, he's running away. Doop.
I have the I had his tablet, so
Oh no.
Uh,
and here on the charger.
Orgoth, your turn.
Okay. I don't leave Voka alone, but I feel like I gotta maybe I'll hold my action. Okay. All right, everybody. I got a whole new sheet worth of stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is with a bonus action. So Orgoth pulls the spear, and holds it in front of him for a second, and with a bonus action, and you see like this, almost like a moonlight from the spear, like emanate and then engulf him.
Yes.
And I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on
Okay.
myself.
Great spell. Yes.
So I'll bump that AC by a couple, which is good. That's my bonus action. And I'm going to stand next to Voka. Where would I have the most coverage? Probably here, because that lets me, if two of the three of them.
Okay.
Well, he'll stand next to Voka and take kind of like a guarding stance.
Yes.
And I'm going to reserve my action, and that action will be to attack anybody, to use my attack action against anybody that gets within striking distance.
Okay. Well, their turn coming up next, which means they're all rushing you. I think this guy is actually too far away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he actually can get right there. He can't hand make it. This guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 can get the Voka. This guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gets to Orgoth. And they rush up and for the glory of the Spider Queen as they rush you. And
right. Does my attack go off first since
yes, it
held
does.
action?
It does. Yes.
Okay. So the one that is above us on the map.
Yes.
I'm then going to go ahead and attack. And when I attack, and the spear comes out, and Orgoth's like using the spear two-handed.
Yeah.
He kind of like comes down, like leans forward, lunges in with the spear. You can see that certain constellations like light up on the spear from the back to the front, and the tip of Elixion's spear starts to glow with this like silvery moonlight essence. And I'm going to use a channel divinity of sacred weapon, imbue weapon.
Okay.
So that's going to give me an additional +3 to hit.
Okay.
Against these guys.
Damn it, Jaime.
So that is a dirty 23.
Dirty 23. Yeah, that's dirty enough. Yeah.
A maths 23. So 23. Okay, so the spear does that plus that. So does 12 piercing. I'm gonna make that radiant damage actually instead of piercing.
Okay.
So there's a burst of light when that happens. And does he have a weapon?
He has a long sword and a long bow on his back.
Okay, I'm going to then also um
And these guys are
expend a
all human,
superior.
just so you know.
Okay. I'm going to expend a superiority die
Okay.
to make it a disarming attack.
Got it.
Or actually, I'll make it a trip attack.
Trip attack. Okay.
Yeah, so he needs to make a DC 16 strength saving throw.
I don't think he made it because I rolled a 7, and yeah, +3, 10.
Okay, he's prone.
Yeah, just
and he
boom,
takes
to the ground.
And he takes another 2. Takes another 2 damage. I guess it's piercing. It's a superiority die damage. I don't really know what that is.
I think you can assign
it adds to the total of the damage roll.
So it's probably the same kind of.
Okay, so 2 more radiant.
How much total was that?
I
was waiting for the total before I typed it in. It's like
14.
Okay, excellent.
I think.
Okay, he's still up. On the ground. Well, he's actually on the ground, but he's not up.
Right. Now, I took the attack action, which for me I get 2 attacks. So I get
because
on the held or no?
It's on held actions. No, you can only make the one attack as a reaction. So
that's fine.
Yeah,
he's prone. I've done my damage. Okay, that was my thing.
Okay,
going off.
Okay, from the ground, he can't really. He has to make it at disadvantage. As basically he runs at you, you knock him to the ground, and he makes kind of an awkward attack, so he's at disadvantage as he goes to the ground.
And he doesn't have any more movement to get back up.
Exactly, he's on the ground. That is a 19 to hit you.
That does not hit with my shield of faith up. Oh, I'm so excited that it did not hit.
And these are 2 attacks. He's a foop, foop. The one to the south makes 2 attacks. That sucks for the 15. And the one on Voka makes 2 longsword attacks. 17 plus 22.
The one that's on the ground that missed me, Ron.
Yeah.
I'll use my reaction to riposte.
Okay.
So since he's on the ground and prone, I get to roll at advantage.
Okay.
Because it's an attack. I'll expend a superiority die. And that is a lot. I rolled a 16 plus 3 for 19 plus 11 for 30.
Oh yeah,
30 to hit.
You hit.
And he'll take another 8 points of radiant.
Okay. I just typed in 89. Okay.
Not yet.
The 22 hits Voka from the other one. That is 9 points of slashing damage plus 13 points of poison damage.
Ooh.
And that is their turn. Voka, your turn.
I am going to take the attack of opportunity from this guy. And I'm going to move from... Is this like a well thing?
It is a well. It is a well. Literally a well.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a second.
Here's the attack of opportunity. 16 plus 5, 21.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
21. 21 to hit.
Yeah, 21 to hit.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it hits.
Okay.
Okay, and this is exactly 30 feet going around the well.
Okay. You take 11 points from. They're fighting the longswords, two-handed.
Yeah.
Take 11 points of slashing and an additional 14 points of poison.
And I am at scrolling 6th level, going to cast Sunbeam.
Okay.
And he's gonna hold up his sword because this is the magnifying glass.
Yeah.
And there's that ruby that's on the end of it, and he's gonna like focus this magical energy through it. So I need them to both make Constitution saving throws of 16.
And these are the ones directly south of you?
Yep, it's in a
Okay.
line.
In a line.
A piercing
Fail.
line.
The one to the north fails on a natural 4. Natural 20 for the one to the south, though.
Saving throws, does that matter, or I don't know?
I mean, it's a
That's true. It is
20. It'll be a 20.
It'll still save. But...
Yeah. Dexterity 22 total.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll this dice 3 times. I don't feel like fishing out a ton of D. I'm so lazy. 11. Calculator. I tried.
It's a lot.
So...
God, when we do sons, Paul, you just call out numbers, and then Paul just mentally has them all in his head and tells you what they are.
Crazy talk.
Yeah.
33 points of damage to the failed one. And the one that doesn't get 16.
Okay, the one natural 20.
And the one that failed has the blinded condition.
Well, he has a blinded condition anyway because he goes down. And your choice, dead or unconscious. Okay.
Dead.
Okay.
He warned him they cannot handle the smoke that we bring.
Okay.
And he was serious about that.
Okay. Anything else, Voka?
No.
Okay. North can't go. Okay. It's not there. Top of the round. You hear Lapus, you hear a voice behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it's kind of a whisper in an elven, like an ancient elven language. It says, "Oh, protectors of the one who carries the armor. Loth will be joyous for me to bring her your dead body. But not now. Perhaps later you are strong. We will be coming for you." And you hear, she says, "Remember the name Brizara Kalinoth."
Can I tell if she's like right behind me or she's like in my mind?
It's kind of like make an Arcana check.
Can you also spell that for my notes, please? Or put it in chat.
I will. Give me a second.
+5. That's a 23.
23. You think it is a ventriloquism spell. A cantrip. And so you're not sure where she's coming from, but you think there's like, you don't feel a presence behind you.
She's just gonna look down at Orgoth and Voka after she hears this and just goes, "They're fucking cowards. They're gonna run off."
Shocker.
"Stall them, my friends!" And
when they yell that out, is that a ventriloquism or are they actually just yelling
that's
that
the
out?
ventriloquism spell is still going. It comes from behind you, yeah.
Okay.
But she raises her voice because she was just talking straight to you before. And let me pull up Lapus. It is your turn.
Yeah, she's just gonna just say aloud, like, they're not gonna stall us. They're already fucking dead. As she does another chain lightning on the guys down below.
Okay. And that's dexterity saves. Oh, 17. I think does that make it or fail? 17 fail. But I did roll a 17 natural, so that's 19 for the
They still
one.
take half.
They still take half. Okay, so I'm gonna do it because you probably attacked the first one. The one that's closest to you fails, and the one that's farthest away makes. So it's 1-2. So go ahead and roll your damage.
10, 17, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Okay. The one. Okay, this is what happens. We're out of combat. The other one had 23 left. The one that made had 23. The lightning just kind of hits the ground. It kind of like this lightning kind of like ball just hits, reflects back right past Orgoth, blows the guy against the wall. And from the ventriloquism spell, you hear, "It was nice of you to pay a visit to the old woman in Nicodranas. We shall be in touch."
Who the fuck are you?
Followers of the Spider Queen. And kind of fades
So
out
nobodies. Ugh. I don't even remember her name. I didn't care.
menacingly. And we're out of combat.
Well, that was crazy.
Crazy? That was crazy once. Rats.
And they're all dead. I'm assuming that
Oh yeah,
nobody,
yeah,
nobody,
totally.
nobody was
Do you,
pulling punches.
Lapis, do you do that completely? Like, is that lethal or non-lethal?
Oh no, it's totally lethal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they try to kill us. Fuck them.
yeah.
She will probably she will probably bring them back to life and force them to go into the well
Okay.
and have them just in the well as a dead pile.
Sploosh, sploosh, sploosh. So you hear a thunk as the bodies have filled up the water. They're just hitting body on body.
Wait, can you like make them tell us where they're like, did they have a base around here, or is there a place we can track them to, or
Oh yeah, I
like,
can do that.
who are they? Like, there's
Yeah.
a lot of questions we could. Plus, this drinking water is just fucked now for these people.
And they got mages to fix it. It's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's before like the last one goes in, she's
Yeah.
just going to
He's got like his leg sticking out over the. He's got like up on the edge.
back over here. Back over here.
He jumps down and kind of stumbles. Yes,
She's-
my queen.
And she's gonna do like the speak with dead and just goes, "All right, Orgoth, what kind of questions did you have?"
5 questions. I'm gonna do the official rules. So.
Yep. Do you have headquarters near here?
No.
How did you track me here?
We followed you from Nicodranas. From the temple to from the shrine belonging to the old drow woman.
Did you hurt the drow woman? The old drow woman?
She does not have the armor.
Why is this armor so important to you?
My lady has been waiting years for it to appear.
Where is your lady?
Where you least expect her to be. And he just falls into the well.
All right, that last one wasn't as useful as I hoped, but okay, yeah. I mean, she kind of warned me that they got chased. That Argenta said her and my father were chased for the armor for a lot of years, and then it just kind of stopped. Maybe that was when he stopped wearing it. I don't know, but yeah, this isn't great.
So are we now being tracked down by these fellows? I presume?
Well, I am.
Every single one of them had a tattoo somewhere on their body of a spider biting and injecting green venom into their skin.
Ew.
Yeah, that's definitely Lolf stuff
What would you like to do?
right there. Well, all right. More important than ever to go take care of the magic stuff and getting that done and getting our things and finding out what we need to find out here, and then probably get out of a place that's this big.
Agreed. Ugh.
And now we can do the
Laphus,
stuff.
Thanks.
Sorry.
That's okay. He just thanks Lapis.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And then
problem.
and then he'll put a hand on Voka's shoulder. Is Voka poisoned, or she just took
poison?
damage?
They took poison damage.
Okay. But he is gonna put his hand on Voka's shoulder and say
I promised you that when we were together, I wouldn't let you get hurt.
Oh, it's really nothing.
And he's going to cast second level cure wounds. Not that you can't do this on your own,
Yeah,
but
okay.
He kind of just is like saying it. He like it's a very Orgoth thing where it like happens, and he doesn't really like realize he's casting it initially, but he just like, I promise you when anything happened to you. And so go. You can roll it. Roll 4d8 plus 3.
Nice, awesome.
Healing.
I'm gonna roll
Okay.
the same dice 2 times.
Going to you, North, while that's happening. So you head to the what do you do at the Cobalt Soul headquarters?
Oh my god.
Well, I'm here to look for information about the Feywild, about also, oh god, it's in my other book. Hold on.
Oh no, the other notebook.
The old notebook. I'm looking for the that's right. When did we fucking beat Elixion? Because that's what's about after that. Blah 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 blah. That was after that. That was after that. Focus searches.
Yes.
Yeah, hold on.
I'm trying to fill time.
Hold on. Going to mom, going to someone else.
So Lapis, Orgoth, Voka, you go and do all of the stuff. You get the thing. I don't remember how many days I said it was going to take for the.
I think you said like a day and a half.
Yeah,
or
it was.
something
Yeah,
like
I was going to take a day and a half to get the stones enchanted. You're muted.
You're
though.
muted.
But they said it was like 4 hours, I think, or something like that, if they all worked on it to do the
Oh,
spear.
because
However
each
long it
one
takes,
of them
he's not leading
the spear is fine.
Found
yeah,
it.
the spear is found, but the
Yeah.
yeah. So north.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Okay, so looking for things about, well, the Feywild in general, about Eldraine as well, the Fey of Eldraine.
Okay.
And
give-
also how the fuck to get there if there's any information.
Make an
about that.
investigation check, and I'm just gonna send you some information tonight or tomorrow. How's that?
Yes,
Okay.
I like this deal.
Okay.
Natural 20
Oh, that's a
for
nice-
28. For 28.
Not 20 Feywild shit. Okay, I got you. So you spend the morning, afternoon researching. Voka, Orgoth,
Like a nerd.
like a nerd. Audacity. Sorry. Yeah. Voka, Orgoth, Lapis spend the day waiting on the spear. You get it. You leave the stones, and you head back. By the time you get back, it's about late afternoon. And as you kind of all, I'm just gonna do this, say it. You all approach the tavern about the same time, and you hear a commotion coming from inside, and you hear a familiar voice and a twang of a lute. And he's like, "Get your hands off of that!" And it's Pollux.
Really?
And you head inside, and you see he was up on a stage, and he currently is surrounded by 5 Crown's Guard and a red-robed mage. And I said, "I didn't do anything wrong." He's like, "Pollux Stargazer, you are under arrest for singing songs about the stars and the moon. Worship of Sehanine is illegal. We are taking you to the Umber dungeons." And that's where we're going to stop for the week, as they arrest Pollux.
Man,
What?
I
Wait,
can't let that guy
the
get
dungeons,
arrested.
is that the dungeons in...
Oh, I may have said the wrong thing. It is scrolling back up. Umber Dungeon. Yeah, that's what the dungeon is. I may be
Is
wrong.
it the one I'm...
I just looked up
looking-
the prison in the dash, so that's what came up.
Oh,
so.
in Zadash. It's okay, Pollux can take care of that.
What? Little guy.
That's our little guy.
It's our guy.
That's our guy.
So we have a new danger. Pollux is in trouble. It's not much of a
Honestly, not in
danger. You kind
trouble.
of killed those guys real fast. So, anything we need to talk about before we do a wrap up? North got laid.
Whoa.
That already
Yeah.
happened. That's already happened.
Again.
Let's go and do a wrap up.
Hey everybody, this is Bill. You can find me on the socials at Bill Freakin' Roper. And what a delight. Oh my gosh. Thanks everybody for joining us here live as we play on Twitch on Wednesdays. Thanks for checking us out on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or going and buying the game when we release it on LP at your local record store. However you get it and listen to the show and enjoy it. We super appreciate it. It is just amazing to be able to continue telling this wild and damn it run getting wilder story as we continue.
Did you
But
like
I
my
mean,
newspaper
damn it,
article?
in a good way? Oh my god, I have to go back and read all the side articles, and
these
figure out
moose?
which one of them Voka's gonna follow down as a quest, because I'm sure the moose stuff is gonna be fascinating.
Hey everybody, this is Jaiden. I was playing Laphus. Yeah, just try and find us on like GeoCity websites, Usenet,
MySpace.
Follow our MySpace.
Live journal.
no, but LiveJournal. It would be LiveJournal. We can't do MySpace. It's gone too it's gone too mainstream. Yeah.
Isn't there something I can
Tribe.
Was it French?
Tribes of people.
And yeah, just come out, hang out with us, and go visit your local library.
Yes, for sure.
Hey everyone, this is Jaime. I've been playing North Yadrin Roguelock. You know what? I was hee-heeing about that Nat 20 for research because I'm so very happy to get some lore.
Oh, I'm gonna get you all the lore.
Yeehaw! Go check out Patreon. There's fun stuff on there. There's gonna be more fun stuff. We do fun stuff. Also, check out
I need to try to do the one shot. I've been so behind after I went to the ER a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
that
and I just want to say
yeah.
as well that next week is gonna be session 1, 2, 3.
Oh, fuck
wow, that's crazy.
Yes. Funny number. I'm happy about
Yay,
that.
funny number.
yeah. Hi guys, my name is Mira, and I play Voka, and you should join our mud chat room, MUD. Chat room.
Oh my god, multi-user dungeon.
Yeah, we're going way back.
Yeah.
And you can find me at Cube Mangoes most places where I sometimes post if I remember. I'm working on it. I made a toy house anyway. I don't have much to say. That's it. I
Okay.
said it.
And my name is Ron Murphy. You can find me on the socials at Ron88Keys, all the things. Please follow us on Blue Sky, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, at Severed Studios. Give us a follow. Give us a sub here. Thank you, Jade, for the Twitch, for the Prime sub. That was awesome. Few and Far Between is a production of Severed Studios. Please check out our other shows like Severed Sons and other side quests on Twitch, YouTube, and anywhere you get your podcasts. Links are in our bio and in our show notes. May your problems be few and far between. Seize the day, everyone. Da, 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 da. Bye.